Good morning, dear students. Welcome to today's class, and today we are going to learn a new lesson, chapter 8, the verb. So what is verb? So dear students, in this lesson we will be learning the transitive verb, intransitive verb, verb of action and verb of being. Now you must be thinking what is transitive verb. Okay, you must be thinking what is transitive, intransitive, what is verb of being and verb of action. So let us go through further in the explanation and let you know what are the verbs. So a sentence has the two parts. Yeah, dear students, a sentence is having a two part. One is a subject in a sentence and other one is a predicate in a sentence. Sentence subject, the one who does the action, and predicate begins with the verb. So here it is given the subject which gives information about the door of action. A subject which gives information about the door of action. So here I is a subject in a sentence. Okay, I is a subject in a sentence and it gives a information about door of action. What the door of action? What is the action? Action here is a love. And what is action? That the person is loving the ice cream. And second, what is the predicate? What is the role of predicate in a sentence? The predicate which gives information. What information? It gives the information about the subject. That the subject has done the action or subject is doing the action. Okay. So here the example we have taken, I love ice cream. So which is subject in a sentence? I is a subject in a sentence and from the verb the rest of the part is a predicate. Okay. So love is a verb of action. Love is a verb of action in a sentence and ice cream is a predicate. Again, the sentence has the two parts. Another three part is a sub plus verb plus object in a sentence. Okay. So the first sentence we went through. Second sentence, that is I gave Meeta a book. Here there are two objects in a sentence. Here there are two objects in a sentence. I is a subject in a sentence and rest of the part is a predicate in a sentence. Word, object and a book also is an object. Rest of the part is a predicate. The word that refers to an action, a state of being or a position in a sentence is known as a verb. Okay, the word that refers to an action. Which action it refers? What Meeta did? Meeta gave a book. Okay, Meeta gave a book. So word refers to an action or a state of being or a position in a sentence is known as a verb. There are type of verbs as I told you at the beginning. There is a verbs transitive, intransitive, verb of action and verb of being. Now today we will be learning the first part of that is transitive verb. We are going to learn now. So we continue today with the transitive verb. Now what is transitive verb, dear students? Okay, so transitive verbs that must have an object. See, listen clearly. The transitive verb must have an object. The transitive verb must have an object or object to complete the meaning. Which meaning? The meaning of a sentence. Okay? The meaning of a sentence are called transitive verb. So, the transitive verb need an object to complete the meaning of a sentence. Then it is a transitive. But intransitive verb does not need an object to complete the meaning of a sentence. Transitive verb में क्या है? It needs an object. to complete the meaning. But intransitive word में ऐसा नहीं है. It doesn't need any object to complete the meaning of the sentence. Okay, so here it is. I love ice cream. Again the same sentence I have taken. I love ice cream. I is a subject, love is a verb, and ice cream. So here the verb love and give both are completing, has an object, and it completes the meaning of the sentence. Okay, here in your book it is written, page number 63, the noun ice cream completes the meaning of the word. The noun ice cream is completing the meaning of the word love. So this sentence is of transitive. And here also Mita or both. Okay, here also, therefore the noun ice cream is of the object of the verb love in a sentence. Okay, here it has a predicate, it has a verb give, it has predicate, has a direct object Mita, and indirect object is a book. There are two objects in a sentence. One is a direct object, Mita is a direct object, and a book is an indirect object in a sentence. So the meaning will remain incomplete in two sentences without the object. So if there is no object in both these sentences, the meaning of the word remains incomplete. So we need an object, certain verbs need an object to complete the meaning of a sentence, and when a verb completes the meaning of the sentence having an object, then it is a transitive verb. Okay, then it is little bit confusing. Okay, it is little bit confusing, transitive and intransitive. There can be a direct object and indirect object. Here there is a direct object Mita, and indirect object is a Mita, and direct object is a book. I gave a book, that also can be a right sentence. But here I gave a book, to whom he has given a book? To Mita. So here indirect object is as a Mita. Okay, so a transitive word needs an object to complete the meaning of the verb, then it is called a transitive verb. Since the verb love and gave, two sentences have an object, we can say that they are transitive verbs. So love and gave, both are the transitive verb, both are having an object, and both are completing the meaning of a sentence. So it is called a transitive verb. Little bit confusion, but if you go through the books, read the definitions, examples clearly, it will. So a sentence has a two parts. One is a subject and other one is a predicate. It also has a three parts: subject, verb plus object. Okay. So dear students, in this chapter we will be learning the verb of action, verb of being, transitive and intransitive. Today we are learning transitive word. Before ending the lecture, let's go through the exercise. Now let's go through the exercise that is on the page number 64. So dear students, we have completed the transitive word explanation through two examples, direct object, indirect object. We went through. Now let's go through the exercise that is about a transitive verb. Fill in the blanks with the suitable verbs or object from the ones given in the box. So either here a short story is given and the words are given in the box. We have to choose it from the box. So a stream dash down the mountain. So the what is stream? Flows down the mountains. Along the stream runs a dash. So what it runs? A road. Mr. Sen lives in a house beside the road. So beside the road Mr. Sen lives. One day a burglar means thief. Okay, a burglar. What did he do? He entered his house. Okay, he entered his house. He took, what did he took? All the valuables from his house. The watchman, what do the watchman? When the watchman saw, watchman chased the burglar. The watchman hit the burglar on the head. So we can see in the picture the burglar is running and the watchman is running behind. A stream is flowing nearby. Okay. On. He tied him with a what? Rope. He took him to the police station. The watchman got a reward for his bravery. Everyone still talks about his courage. So the words are given in the box, and choosing those words we were supposed to fill in this paragraph. Now, here in the second point, something is written. You can see that. Written, identify the transitive verbs and their objects in the passage you have just completed and write them down. So in your notebook you have to write them down. So dear students, I shall tell you what are the transitive verbs and which are the objects. So here the first one, the stream flows down the mountain along the stream. Runs. Okay. The verb run. Which is the verb in a sentence? Runs. Okay. So, runs is a verb in a sentence. You have to write down. Okay. Now, what is the object in a sentence? Okay. Transitive object. Which is the transitive object in a sentence? So, the road is a transitive object in a sentence. Okay. The road is a transitive object in a sentence. Clear? The next verb is attacked. Okay. Attacked is a verb and his house is a transitive verb. Transitive object. Took is a verb in a sentence and all the valuable is a transitive object. Chased is a verb and the burglar is a transitive object. Hit is a verb. The burglar again is a transitive object. Tied, that is a verb in a sentence. Okay, him is an object. Took is a verb. Him is again object in a sentence. Got is a verb and a reward is an transitive object in a sentence. Okay. Now let us go the exercise number 3. Okay. Circle the indirect object and underline the direct object in the following sentence. One has been done for you. So Rani's brother gave her a surprise gift on her birthday. Who gave Rani a surprise birthday gift? So her brother gave. So Rani's brother gave her. What is her? So we have to circle indirect. Her is an indirect object and surprise gift is an direct object that we have to underline. Okay. Whom did his brother give? To her, Rani. Okay. Here now let us go to the second sentence. Okay, the second sentence is the children showed their mother the injured puppy at the corner of the home. Okay, injured puppy at the corner of their home. Now which is the direct object, indirect object in a sentence? Their mother. Okay, so what we have to do? Their mother we have to circle. We have to circle their mother. Their mother we have to circle and the injured puppy we have to underline. The injured puppy we have to underline. Third sentence is Jivesh brought Genia a cake last week. Now which is the indirect object? Okay, so indirect object is Genia. And which is the direct of the object in a sentence? A cake. Okay, a cake is a direct object in a sentence. Third sentence, the English teacher gave us a new assignment. Okay, the English teacher gave us a new assignment. Which is indirect object? Us. Which is indirect object. So we have to circle the us and we have to underline a new assignment. We have to underline the new assignment. Number E is I wish you luck for your project. I wish you luck for your project. So which is indirect object? You is an indirect object in a sentence. And which is the direct object in a sentence? Okay, which is the direct object in a sentence? So I wish you a luck for your project. So you is a indirect object and luck is a direct object in a sentence. Okay, luck is a direct object in a sentence. Next sentence is please allow me some time to complete the work. Please allow me some time to complete the work. Which is the indirect object? Me. Which is indirect object? Me. And what we have to underline? Which is indirect? Sometime. Okay, sometime we have to underline. Next is Julia made a cup of hot chocolate for her dad. Julia made a cup of hot chocolate for her dad. Now what is indirect object in a sentence? For her dad. Okay. For her dad is an indirect object in a sentence and the direct object is a cup of hot chocolate. A cup of hot chocolate is a direct object in a sentence. Okay. The next sentence is you gave the correct answer to that boy. You gave the correct answer to that boy. So, to that boy is an indirect object. The correct answer is a direct object in a sentence. Next is my granny told us a story. So, us is an indirect object and a story is a direct object in a sentence. So, dear students, in today's class, the explanation of the transitive verb. So, you have to write down the definition of the transitive verb. Okay, then both the examples, whatever written on the board, as well as you have to write down this both the exercise in your textbook and in your notebook. Have a good day and thank you to all.